Hello again, sports fans. Jeff Cook reporting along with Jay A-Bomb. The finals of the Old Gaelic Classic, the 16th annual Old Gaelic Classic here at Hempt Field across from Cumberland Valley High School in Cumberland County. And the two finalists are Frederick and Happy Valley. Frederick got here by virtue of a 61-7 spanking of Old Gaelic. They also annihilated Reading. They're clearly the class of the field here. Happy Valley is here by virtue of their 3 victories. So to win this tournament, you have to have 4 wins. Takes a lot of stamina. Frederick looks like they're on a roll right now, Jay.
Jeff, they've got a lot of depth and a lot of experience. Those guys, if you notice, all in shape. They're a Division II club. In rugby, there are several different divisions. They're clearly playing a higher level of play. Next week, that same team goes on to the Division II Sweet 16 National Championships.
They finished second a week ago at the Mid-Atlantic, or 2 weeks ago rather, Mid-Atlantic playoffs in Media. They lost to a very tough Raleigh side, so they hope to represent the East. Frederick rugby in existence for only about 10 years or so, but they've really risen to the top of the rugby world here in the Mid-Atlantic area.
Jeff, actually, I'm surprised. We didn't know what kind of club Frederick was going to bring here to the Old Gaelic Classic. We thought maybe they might not bring their top club because they're going to the national championships, but apparently they did bring their best guys.
Yeah, they were here a couple years ago with a kind of a put-together side and didn't really fare that well, but obviously they're here with their A game here this weekend, spanking everything in their wake, and clearly the favorites. 2 30-minute halves. Jay A-Bomb is my guest analyst here today. He is an assistant district attorney in Cumberland County. We are Adams Community Television, Channel 10 on your GS Communications dial. Local sports in your living room every Monday 4 to 6 and Thursday 7:30 to 9:30. So stay tuned. Get ready for the kickoff in just a few minutes. Frederick, pretty much a team effort, but are there any players that stand out as you've seen them in action this weekend, Jay?
Well, their scrum half's hard to miss. He's an excellent player, and he's also very bald. And it's hard to miss, and he'll be actively involved in all of their plays.
Luckily for Happy Valley, there are clouds, and the glare from his head won't be quite so intense here this afternoon. But the wind could be a factor. It seems like it's going to favor one side. It's kind of blowing south to north or whatever, but we'll see. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a few minutes. Any parting thoughts before we get ready for the action?
Just looking forward to getting the game underway.
All right, we'll be back in a moment. Scrum half Pete Steinberg on a take for Happy Valley. They're knocking on the door here.
And Steinberg, also, that was a nice take. It might with the he coaches, I think, the under-23 national women's national side. He's an import from England.
And Happy Valley taking it to Frederick here in the early going. Not intimidated in the least. That's Whitewall. They look to counterattack. They go to fullback Stuples. And the defense is stern for Frederick. Staples. Looks like a U to me. It sounds like a Woody Allen movie.
Oh, mistake there by...
I have a gub.
Mistake there by Penn State. Looked like they should have kept possession, lost possession. And Frederick's going to kick for distance. And he doesn't get it out.
That's Justin Stefanin on the counterattack for Happy Valley. Forward. Good indication from the touch judge, helping out the referee. 2 30-minute halves here in the final. Normally in regular season action it's 40 minutes to a half.
Well, these guys have played a lot of rugby in 2 days. They've got 2 games yesterday and a game earlier this morning.
Anyone who didn't get their fill, there's something wrong with them. They're psychotic. I know there were a couple guys who probably played 5 or 6 games today, some of the real vagabonds of the sport. Whitewall grubbed ahead, knocked on by the fullback Stull. Rude right on the call.
It was a nice counterattack by Penn State there. The mistake made by the center, bobbled the ball forward. And in rugby, as you know, when there's a penalty and the non-offending side retains possession, the referee has the option to allow them to continue to play, and they did there, and they gained quite a nice chunk of yards.
For 8516, Jeff Cook, and leave your name, and I'll get back to you and get you involved in one of the great sports dating back to 1823.
Jeff, I'd expect Penn State, or rather Happy Valley, to go for post here, and they are. They've decided to go for post, which means when there's penalty on the field, he can go kick, and if he makes this, it'll be 3 points. This one's, he had the leg at the last one, he just missed a little wide right. This one will be a little closer. I'd say about 35 meters out, not too far from the center of the field. Jeff, I'm somewhat surprised here. I would have expected Frederick, the play, to be down in Happy Valley's end, but Happy Valley's really taking it to Frederick here early on.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. 3-0 Happy Valley on the John McGuffey penalty kick.
You ready, John? Michael.
Way to go, McGuffey!
So that might be the wake-up call Frederick needs. That didn't go 10.
There's a mistake by Frederick. The kick's got to go 10 meters. It did not. Now Penn State has the option to have a scrum or a re-kick. They've chosen a scrum down, and I think that's the wise choice.
Well, I've only seen it once in 20 years where a team chose a re-kick, and that was a game in which they were just getting totally blown off in the scrums, and otherwise most teams expect to be able to win their own scrum downs.
Frederick looks like they are having difficulty getting on the way, and I see Happy Valley Club looks like they want to open the field up to the right. They put all their backs off to the left, and it's a nice, it's easy to attack from that position. I would expect Penn State, with the way they're lined up with their backs to the left, they have somebody cutting to the right and using all this open space over here.
Trying to pin the wing over here defensively.
They've got an excellent wing here in Whitewall. He's got a lot of speed and it's pretty good size for a wing.
But Frederick blew him off the ball. Kretzer able to slip it to French, and we have a whistle.
It looks like the Frederick pack's got a little more size, and they're driving the Penn State guys backwards. They're going to have to be a little more steady in their own scrum so that they can get it out to their 8-man and then back out to their backs.
Well, it's a possession game. It's tough to play defense for 60 minutes. And that's where the set pieces come in. You have to win your own sets, or you're in a world of trouble. Knocked forward, it looked like. And now blocked.
No.
Knocked on by Steinberg. I guess he didn't see it the same way earlier.
It was a good aggressive play there by Steinberg, trying to pick it up on the run, and tough thing to do. But
Tim Stefanin bringing you all the angles on camera here today on Adams Community Television.
The referee here is warning these front row players not to barge in or bore into the opposing side hooker. Guys can get hurt in that when the scrum comes together.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a gentle thing, but oh, nice dish. Into the secondary is Orndorff. Orndorff to Reeder. The defense finally gathers for Happy Valley at about the 40-meter line. Deepest penetration so far for Frederick. Special thanks to the Pub and Restaurant on the Square in Gettysburg. Proud sponsors of local sports here on ACTV these many years. Open 7 days a week for your enjoyment. Victuals, libations galore. You'll find them all at the Pub and Restaurant, Lincoln Square in Gettysburg.
Happy Valley really dodged a bullet there. They were able to tie that ball up and win possession back.
Jim Cutter, the wing forward on the left side.
The Frederick pack was so strong on that put-in that they actually won possession for themselves. It got blown up because guys got down, but it went down after Frederick took possession of the ball inside. They stole it from them. This is a great attacking position for Frederick right here.
Inside center for Frederick, Eric Aldinger wearing a glove. I don't know if it's a Michael Jackson imitation or maybe injury related. Wearing a glove for no apparent reason, and he just knocked it on. There's the gloved hand, and maybe it's Velcro that's not working on this windy day.
I'm sure he'll get that glove going. I happened to meet him 2 weeks ago at the hospital. He and I were there in the emergency room there. He had a little cut to his eye. Tell him that his wife and children.
No apparent problem with the hand, though, huh?
No. And never found out why he does wear that glove.
Reminds me of a joke. And it has something to do with Michael Jackson and someone who plays very poor defense, baseball player, and the line is they wear one glove for no apparent reason. Enough of that. Frederick knocking on the door. Cutter gets it to Kretzer for the score. So Frederick answers, and they go in front 5-3. A chance for the conversion coming up. 2-pointer audience, Jay.
After the try goes down, the scoring team gets the kick for post, similar to an extra point, except where it's touched down is relevant to where the kick is from, and it's worth 2 points. I should note from that try, if you notice, Jeff, that was a put-in that Happy Valley put the ball in. Their scrum could not control the ball, came out, and immediately the wing forward from Happy Valley picked that up and ditched it off to their scrum half, and had some nice ball movement and a quick strike. If Happy Valley's pack is not able to control this ball and win their own put-ins, it's going to be a long afternoon for them. Missed the kick.
Kick was no good. So it's 5-3. Sorry, yeah.
Beer?
Frederick, after the kickoff on the counterattack. Was John Weber, the hooker, taken into traffic.
Yeah, this is where Frederick is strong. They keep attacking and attacking, force the defense to make tackles. And referee has called offsides on Happy Valley. It was a guy creeping up. He's got to stay behind the last foot of his man who's in that rock or that maul. He was not, and they've been penalized for that.
Justin Stefan, a nice catch on the fly. Takes it down this far sideline and has some support on the inside. Frederick somehow sounds like they think they have it, but it's tied up. It should be a scrum down to Frederick. Explain that rule, Jay.
Jeff, whenever the ball is taken in, the ball carrier, although he's tied up, does not go to the ground. That's called a maul, and it's to give an incentive for the ball to come out to the team that brought it in. If it gets tied up, the defensive team ties it up, then the ball is awarded to the defensive team, as it was here.
Yeah, the whole theory is to keep the game moving and to reward continuous play, to penalize action that delays the game and causes stoppages. They want the ball to be presented to the backs of the rucks and mauls quickly. Scrum down, Frederick on a number 8 take. Redding lost the handle and now he's dumped. And a penalty to Penn State. I don't know what that call was. Any idea? McGuffey finally got it out of there. He had tapped it through the mark, and so Frederick was allowed to charge. And Stull did just get it out of bounds, so Happy Valley inside the 10.
Boy, that really lucked. Had a lot of luck there for Happy Valley. They were awarded a penalty, and their guy looked like he was going to tap quickly, go try to catch the defense by surprise, but he kicked it and it didn't go anywhere. Only one guy on the defense saw that, and good play by fly half for is it McGeechee? McGeechee, nice play to kick it out of bounds and have a beautiful kick. It's great scoring position here for Happy Valley if they can win this line out.
LeBlanc throws it in and they clean it. They have the ball inside the 5. Now they try to swing out. Steinberg hits the crashing fullback Staples. Staunch defense by Frederick.
Frederick picket fence there. They weren't going anywhere. Could not penetrate the defense. That was beautiful tackle by the Frederick players, and they've actually won possession of the ball here. Apparently the Happy Valley player did not get the ball to the ground, and the referees awarded it to Frederick.
So they tied it up and caused the turnover. 5-3 Frederick. In case you just joined us, the finals of the Old Gaelic Classic, the 16th Hemp game. About a 25-hour delay. First time viewers seeing on nice weather this weekend.
Gorgeous. I couldn't have planned it better myself.
Staples has it bounce away from him. Got a foot on it. Pretty nice play. Frederick keeps it in, however. And Kretzer, they swing it.
Excellent deep defense, Happy Valley. You saw how the attacker came upfield. Although he didn't tackle the guy with the ball, he caused him to make a bad pass. And excellent chance here for Happy Valley. They can do something with their backs. Frederick, I'm surprised. I don't know if Frederick is taking Happy Valley lightly, but they're throwing the ball around a little too much. And
Frederick really getting the push, though, in these sets.
And it looks like the referees penalized Frederick, probably pushing before the ball is put in. And that's not allowed. You cannot push and drive forward until the ball is put in. And apparently the referees penalized Frederick for that.
I think he warned him a couple times, too, so that's usually the scenario. They go wide. Oh. Orndorff there on the defense for Frederick. Dangerous play. That ball was in the air for a long time.
Jeff, could you explain what's called, what the term hospital pass to the viewers tonight?
Yeah, well, that was similar to that pass you just saw where the receiver is kind of hung out to dry as his opposite number is boring down on him. Often sends the player to the hospital.
I see Whitewall here in the a little shaky, trying to shake off the tough hit that he got there. Looks like, however, he did get the ball down, and it looks like referee has awarded a scrum down to Happy Valley.
So they're once again close to the Frederick goal line. Happy Valley with a 1-point win over the Shippensburg Old Boys. Frederick in the semis Lancaster 21-3. Steinberg tries to pin defense, has Whitewall, and Whitewall.
Jeff Cook, he had an additional visitor here in the Skybacks.
Yeah. Weber to throw it in. Steinberg is swarmed under.
Penalty to Happy Valley. Happy Valley stole that line out. Frederick should have won that, but the Happy Valley jumper got up, did a much better job. Here's quick ball.
McGuffey took it inside. Oh, and I think that was Weitzel, one of the locks offsides. He was kind of sliding around the corner of the ruck. So Kretzer has a chance to kick it out of bounds, and on a penalty kick, you get to throw it in on the ensuing line out. So you'll see Frederick with the throw-in. Didn't always used to be that way. I guess they changed that 5 years ago, maybe.
They did, because you would be awarded a penalty, but then if you kicked it out of bounds, you'd lose possession, and it makes a penalty more valuable.
More of a sanction against the offending team.
The kick gave Frederick a little more breathing room, and they still have possession of the ball. Let's see if they can win their line out.
Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Good job, Pete.
Reeder able to clean it up for Frederick on the steal. That's French finding a seam, and he's got Orndorff with him. Orndorff still on his feet. Headed for the corner, finds some pursuit. Now they duck it back inside to Lutton.
Oh, the referee has awarded a scrum down to Happy Valley. Again, I think thus far in this game, it's been pretty even, although the Frederick pack seems a little tougher in the scrum downs. I think the difference I have seen, Jeff, is the tackling. Frederick's tackling has been very solid, and every chance Happy Valley has, they've been stopping them, whereas they've been looking a little like Swiss cheese there in the lineouts for, or not in the lineouts, but in the tackling for Happy Valley.
Steinberg under duress. Orndorff on the counter. And Happy Valley gets an extra 10 as a result of an unsolicited comment.
Jeff, which guys are allowed to talk to the referee?
Supposed to be the captains, but even then, it depends who the ref is. Sometimes the ref doesn't even want to hear it from the captains. And he'll usually tell you that right at the get-go.
That's true, and you'd be surprised out there starting to try to do a little refereeing myself. You'll start to notice a few guys out there who really want to start calling the game themselves, and it takes a while. You got to ignore them, but sometimes when, like in that last play, when they talk a little too much, you penalize them.
Well, that's one way to shut everybody up. Take quick control of the game.
13, blue, 16.
Art Hall tried to scoop it up and may have knocked it on. Scrum down to Happy Valley. Happy Valley getting just pushed off again. Steinberg has it blocked by Redding. Steinberg able to scoop it. Kretzer and company plow him under. Redding wins it back for Frederick, and now they kick to the corner. They kick to the box, and Justin Stefanin finally fields it inside the 10. Kick by Staples is blocked. Frederick scoops it. Finally a whistle. And that's halftime.
Halftime already, Jeff.
5-3. So Happy Valley has to be pleased. They're very much in this.
Absolutely. They're playing very well. It seemed that they methodically moved the ball upfield. They missed a few tackles, and when they do, then Frederick has gained possession. That's how they have got their first score. I see out on the field here at halftime that a key player for Happy Valley, Steinberg, seems to have gone down. He seems to be in a bit of pain. I think he might have hurt his shoulder.
Well, we'll shut it down for the half. We'll be back with the second half. Frederick leads Happy Valley here in the finals of the Old Gaelic Classic. 5-3. We'll pause.
And a special thanks for Tom Marshullo for bringing candy up to those of us here in the skybox.
Yeah. Amen. We'll be back. How's it going up there, Tim?
Well,
What we'd like, a nail biter, a close game.
yeah, I like your comments that we should be happy that we're in this match like we don't belong here.
Well, hey, it's free country. You can say whatever you want.
That's right. You're running the tournament talking about it in the city.
All right, we started back.
Happy Valley deserves to be here.
Thank you very much.
Second half underway. Upstart Happy Valley. They want to bring home the hardware. And they only trail 5-3. They really played a feisty first half.
I think, Jeff, they'd play up if they were starting. They make all their tackles. Let's see if the experience and fitness of these Frederick guys comes into play.
Well, I'm sure their staff had some things to say, like, "Hey, let's get focused here. You guys are not playing up to your capability." Hall with the scoop. Kretzer gets it out. French slips it to Aldinger. Aldinger. Kretzer goes to the corner. Staples fields it on a hop and kicks it out of harm's way, but no, it stays in. Hall's there for Frederick. He ducks inside. And Ireland there to help clean it. Oh, one of the Happy Valley players thought we weren't being fair with our commentary in the first half. I didn't see it that way. I thought it was a pretty objective call. I guess you're not going to please everyone, eh,
Well,
friend?
Jeff, I don't. I mean, clearly Frederick was favored. They really stomped some good teams coming into the finals. Happy Valley had a tougher road to play, but hey, we're glad to have a good game here.
Oh yeah, we're delighted. We're delighted it's not a romp. Happy Valley really earning a lot of respect out there today. But certainly I didn't intend to offend them with our comments.
I don't know. It seems Frederick seems to have come out here in the second half with a bit more energy. They've kept they're keeping Happy Valley under pressure, and even on these Happy Valley put-ins, it's no sure thing that Happy Valley is going to continue to retain possession of the ball.
They do win this scrum down. McGuffey swings it out. Whitewall there on the short hop. Kicks it ahead. Stays in. Stull dodges a couple bullets. Now they look to link inside. Frederick, finally Kretzer digs it out. He's got Lutton there, and now it's Kretzer again. That was not a knock-on, but that was, but cleaned out of the air by Happy Valley.
He's playing advantage.
Stefanin fields it on a second hop, and now he splits the defense. He's got a man with him. They're not going to catch him. Matt Wyatt puts Happy Valley in front, 8-5.
Excellent rugby here by Happy Valley. They took a turnover, mistake in the Frederick back line, went right to Happy Valley, and they didn't hesitate. They counterattacked right away, got it out to the wing. Justin Stefanin really made a nice break, pinned his man, got it outside to eventual try score.
That was Wyatt, Matt Wyatt for 5.
And Wyatt's when he's a pack player. He had his filed in support. Excellent play by Happy Valley. And we seem to have barn burner on our hands, Jeff.
Yeah, 8-5, Happy Valley.
See if McGeechee can add 2 more points to their lead.
Hey,
That would be important because then a try would only tie it, and the Frederick would need a conversion.
He's got it, slicing, dicing, good!
Touch judge Scott Stratton there on the post had the call.
He hooked it right through on a very oblique angle, slicing through the posts. So it's 10-5, Happy Valley in front, going for the title. We have some medical people coming on the field. We'll take a timeout.
And last year's t-shirt said 19th. Dan.
Back on, boys.
Yeah, okay. We're ready to continue. That was a tight head prop. Josh Ditsky got a little ditzy. Took a shot to the head, but he's okay. Kretzer digs it out. Frederick on the attack. French finds a seam. Steinberg tries to tackle him. Frederick forwards come in. Kretzer there to dig it out, as is his custom.
Advantage here, Jeff. One of the defenders was offsides. Referee's playing advantage.
Julian Redding on the hop. And now they'll have a penalty. What do they do here? There's plenty of time. You know, you could take the 3 and draw within 10-8.
I think, Jeff, I agree. I think it's a sure 3 points. But I don't know. The pack is strong. Looks like they're going to do a play. They're not going to kick for post.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a matter of pride.
Down by 5.
Cavalry charge. Was that
No,
the call?
I think the call might be here that the scrum half didn't kick it through the mark, and scrum half was talking back to the referee, and he's awarded 10 more yards. Big mistake there by the scrum half. Very experienced player and hurt his players. Oh, he did call cavalry charge. And again, they
just marked off about 40 yards. One of these days it'll sink in. McGuffey will kick for touch. So Happy Valley dodges a big bullet, and there, you know, we said go take the points. Hindsight's always 20/20, but definitely that was the right call there, because they not only did they not score, they totally botched the penalty play.
Botched it, and then they argued about it, and they find themselves about 50 meters in the opposite direction here, Jeff. That was going to be. I think there were plenty of time. They should have kicked for post. That was a tactical mistake there made by Frederick.
What do you think, 15, 20 minutes to go here?
Well, we're nine minutes into the half.
So, okay, about 20. Good take by Ian Smith. McGuffey swings it. Staples for Whitewall, and all he can do is grub it out of bounds. So that play looked like they're handling the ball, but they end up losing 20 yards. And now, but there's a penalty.
I think the referee there called a late tackle. I was going to say that outside center, Kenny, is it Orndorff? He really planted a guy into the ground, kind of a pancake kind of tackle, but the referee called that was a late tackle.
After he dished. So Eugene Root calling it close here and keeping control of this game. Now Happy Valley gets the line out. They'll probably try to go to Smith. We're Adams Community Television, Channel 10 on your GS dial. Local sports here in your living room every Monday, 4 o'clock. Coming up, your news. I'll be your host for live news and views, sports chat call-in show, along with Don Wagner of the Gettysburg Times, the What's Happening lady, Deb McCausland, and lots more of the Finance Report. And give us a call, 334-3000. That's coming your way at 7:30. Well, Frederick mishandles.
Referee was playing advantage there for Frederick, but it looked like he said that they had gained their advantage, and now there's a knock on Frederick. So there's a couple going back and forth, some mistakes both ways, but Happy Valley has a scrum down here.
Well, Frederick played so crisply all tournament, and maybe they've gone a little flat. Maybe they took Happy Valley a little lightly. Right now, they've got to regroup if they want to win this tournament. No one's ever, neither of these teams have ever won the tournament before, so we will have a first-time champion. They go quickly. Redding is tackled. Penalty. Kretzer, they go quick take. Aldinger bursts through. He's got good support. Orndorff was right with him. Those centers are taking that ball on the burst. That's one of the Frederick fortes.
Wow,
and they handle it quickly too.
These Happy Valley guys aren't putting up with anything here, and they've got good fitness. And anytime, even when Frederick's had some nice breaks here, they've gotten back on defense and knock on there on the far side of the field, and Happy Valley retained possession or gained possession back. A turnover by Frederick.
10-5 Happy Valley. In case you just joined us, if these teams end up in a tie, they'll have an overtime format. Kretzer almost blocked it. Staples got it away. And now it's Tormina over on the far side, and it looks like it'll be a line out to Happy Valley.
Well, it looks like it is a Happy Valley fullback. Stahl looked like he went down. I don't think he got hit on that kick. But it's a hot day out here. He's played a lot of rugby. Perhaps having kicked some myself, it gives you cramps sometimes when you put a boot to the ball, and those calves cramp up. Looks like that's what he's got.
So Staples being tended to. He's back and ready to continue. Special thanks to Jay Abom joining me here in the skybox. Tom Marasciullo for making it all possible, providing us with the vehicle. Tim Stefanin on camera work. I'm Jeff Cook here on Adams Community Television. Knocked on.
Actually, referee didn't see that, and it looked like it was kicked ahead, but Frederick has gotten possession. Mistake by Happy Valley.
Aldinger got it away to Redding. Happy Valley in the pile, but Frederick able to swing it. They go to Stahl, back inside to Orndorff. Orndorff tackled nicely by Staples. Good recovery by Staples. And Happy Valley might have the ball. They do. They dodged the bullet, and now it's going to stay in. That's Stahl. Tackled nicely in the open field. That's Staples. He's tough. He's a tough customer. Redding. Inside. Kretzer swings it out. French to Aldinger. Aldinger gives it up. Orndorff with him. You got a hand. Go ahead, Jay.
Happy Valley's defense is really holding up nicely here.
I was going to say,
Frederick team is really getting the ball around, but Happy Valley's there every step of the way.
They're planting some corn out there. Sun is out now. Beautiful afternoon. As Ernie Banks would say, a beautiful day to play to. Redding on a number 8 take. Kretzer swings it wide. They go back inside, knocked on by French. Happy Valley breaks through. Stahl got it to Orndorff.
Thought I saw a forward pass in there, but the referee didn't see it that way.
They come back to the near side. Kick by French. Everyone's diving over. What does he call? Scrum down, Frederick.
There was a little sloppy play there. The ball got tied up, and This is a good attacking position for Frederick. They look like they're no more than about 5 or 10 meters out from the try line. They need to score here. They're down by 5 points.
10-5. This is a key possession for Frederick. Scrum down at the 5. Do they go to the number 8 take? Well, they didn't channel it that way.
They're going to try to, looks like, Jeff, they're going to try to push it over.
And now they go back to the inside. Art Hall, nice play. A little bit of misdirection by the back row, and it was Julian Redding handed it off to Art Hall, who dove for the line and tied this game at 10 apiece. Conversion attempt critical.
I think that goes back to the strength of that Frederick pack. Clearly they're stronger. They can pretty much have their way with Happy Valley. They're moving them all over the field. That's if there's a clear difference in these two teams, it's that Happy Valley scrum really can't defend or stop the Frederick pack.
Pushed wide by Orndorff, so it's tied at 10-all. Overtime, a possibility about what, 13 minutes to go.
13 minutes to go, just over halfway through this second half. Tie game.
10-10, Frederick and Happy Valley in the finals of the Old Gaelic Classic. McGuffey will drop kick it back to Frederick. Taken by Hall, and now he slipped out of bounds. A brand new ball game up for grabs. Happy Valley will throw it in. Happy Valley composed mainly of Penn State graduate students. McGuffey knocked it on. Scrum down to Frederick.
Tough one. I had to tell you, Jeff, as much as Happy Valley seems to be weak in the scrum down, they're very strong in the lineouts. Several times they easily win their own lineouts going to the first jumper. Frederick doesn't seem to be able to compete with that, and Happy Valley he's even stolen a few from Frederick.
Yes, this is a case where if you had your choice between scrum or lineout, if you're Happy Valley, you're going to take the scrum, or rather the lineout. Yeah, exactly. Kretzer goes back to the weak side. Not much room there. Kretzer kicks it ahead.
Whitewall looks to counterattack here. He's got guy in support. Good
nice
move.
dummy. Whitewall swings it back inside. Redding tries to slip it. Got a lot of refs out there, but only one whistle.
Happy Valley was unhappy with the good defense by Frederick. They're clearly one of the guys remained on his feet. He stole the ball away, and now Frederick has the put in.
10-10 with about 10 to go. Hall has it. Stacked up by McGuffey. Penalty to Frederick. High tackle. No wrap. Orndorff. Good tackle by Wyatt.
There's a whistle across the field. Happy Valley took possession. That outside center, I think, is Wyatt for Frederick. Had a nice break there, but then when he threw it kind of wildly out of bounds.
Yeah, Wyatt actually a wing forward. He scored a try on that nice follow play from Justin Stefanin give Happy Valley the lead, and then a nice little back row play by Frederick enabled them to tie it.
Sorry, I meant Orndorff, the outside center for
French with a
Frederick.
strong possession kick. Happy Valley gets the throw in at about the 22-meter mark.
They've been pretty strong on their own lineouts thus far, Jeff. See if they can keep possession, and they're about. It looks like their fly half will be standing inside the 22, but with a tie game, will he play it safe and kick out of bounds, or maybe try to attack from that position?
Well, you got to try to win the thing. You don't want. Neither team really wants to go overtime as a result of having played 4 games. Stolen by Reeder. And now they go inside, and that's going to be a breakaway try. Orndorff takes a knee. He's pummeled down, but he's got the 5 points, and Frederick in front, 15-10.
Once again, victim of bad tackling by the Happy Valley side. I mean, it was a nice run by Orndorff there. He's had several long runs and quick breaks. He really explodes to the hole there, but these Happy Valley guys are kind of putting up the old A flags. He's giving him a little high five on the way by. They got to put a shoulder into him, bring him to the ground.
50 ways to miss a tackle. But Orndorff makes you want to miss, too. He's big, he's fast, he hits those holes hard, and not everybody wants a piece of a guy like that.
Well, Jeff, he sees a crack and he exploits it.
And he makes the conversion. 17-10, Frederick out in front. So Father Time now the ally of Frederick.
About 8 minutes or 7 minutes remaining in the half. There's Dan Morris, touch judge on this side.
Looking good.
Come on, Johnny, lead him out.
McGuffey tests the turf, finds it to his liking. Kicks it. Kretzer to Redding. Kretzer digs it. Nice kick by French, but right to Whitewall. Whitewall running east-west, getting swarmed under at the midline.
He's not letting him release it. That was out, son.
Oh.
Penalty to Frederick.
Well, I really thought that should be a penalty awarded to Happy Valley, not against Happy Valley. I thought Happy Valley guy got the ball down to the ground and the Frederick guys weren't releasing.
Good calls over here.
Kretzer will kick for touch.
Thank you, Eric. Gotta let him release the ball. Happy rugby.
So a line out to Frederick.
No, Frederick has seemed to have dropped some of their forwards out of this line. It looks like they only have 5 men, probably because Happy Valley's been so good in their lineouts. They want to try to win one of their own.
But they do not. Well, now they get it. Yeah, Kretzer came out of there with the ball. Nice pass to French, to Redding. Scrum down. Redding got it to the ground. The ball buried, not coming out. That's the proper call.
I don't know. It was bouncing around in that line out there. It was Happy Valley. I mean, Frederick thought they'd try to pull fast one on Happy Valley. They ended up losing their own line out, but then Kretzer came out with the ball.
Batted by Happy Valley. They tried to go back to that weak side number 8 play, and the wing forward on that side was Wyatt, who stymied the play. Steinberg has it blocked. Hall scoops. And Frederick goes down nicely. There's Kretzer. Oh, that looked like number 3 diving over. He's going to be called for killing it.
Looks like the referee called a knock on against Frederick there, but I thought one of the Frederick players came in from an offside position, played the ball, but apparently the referee did not see it that way.
He's got the closer view. Eugene Rude, the referee. Yeah. They're getting pushed back, and Kretzer dumps Kononov, the number 8. But now Frederick throws it away. 17 Frederick. What are you showing for a time here, Jay?
Looks like we have about 4 minutes left in the game. Happy Valley really needs to score here.
Looked like a high tackle by Aldinger, but no call. Good presentation by Weitzel. And now Happy Valley throws it behind their 3/4 line. Wyatt tries to clean it up. Reeder there defensively for Frederick. They go to the weak side and it's blocked out of bounds.
Boy, he threw it to a man when he was standing out of bounds over there.
And there it is. That'll do it. So Frederick hangs on and prevails to defeat Happy Valley 17-10. Just kind of wore him down and had the big play to tie it up on the nice back row play, and then probably the star of the game. We'll see who they give the MVP to, but Kenny Orndorff looking like a viable candidate out there. He had the winning try for Frederick.
Had the winning try, and through the game he had several breaks up the middle, gave him a lot of possession for his team. He gets my vote for MVP.
All right, J.A. Baum, Tim Stefanin, thanks for your help. This is Jeff Cook saying see you next Monday night, sports fans. The final of the Old Gaelic Classics for 1999. Frederick 17, Happy Valley 10. Good night.
Mueve tu cintura, muévela, mueve tu cintura, muévela, mueve tu cintura, muévela. Si tú quieres bailar, sopa de caracol. Duri, duri,
We will welcome, direct from Ireland, in Adams County, Kimberly Stimmel.
I don't want to cheapen my stuff.
Now, I'm a one-person band here, so be patient with me when I'm maneuvering between instruments and all that, you know. So the first song is called Erin's Golden Cup, and like I said, I'm a one-person band, and my keyboard here is one of my best friends because I don't have to pay him, he just plays. And but the song Erin's Golden Cup is about the beauty of nature and how in its beauty you can actually, if you soak it in enough, you can actually get giddy and almost feel tipsy with joy, like you had been maybe drinking a few pints of Guinness or something. And spending a year in Ireland, I found myself getting drunk more on the beauty than I was on the Guinness. So I'd like participation, if you wouldn't mind. Just clap along with me. And you'll hear the chorus of this song. It's called Lilting. It makes no sense, don't try to figure it out. It's called Lilting. It's a traditional way of singing tunes. Already. Sorry, I get confused with the lilting. It goes on and on. If anyone's an Irish dancer here, we've got a huge dance floor. shore, over the Atlantic floor. Nature has shadowed the scene, purest crystal and brightest green. Less for air am I, sigh, and Aaron's honor and Aaron's pride. Ding-I-dee-dee, ding-I-dee-dee-dee, Aaron, I love your golden cup. Oh, is a beauty that makes me jump. Ding-I-dee-dee, ding-I-dee-dee-dee, Aaron, I love your golden cup. Oh, is a beauty that makes me jump. Reflect the yellow hue when I look upon the lovely view of Ballyvaughn's hillside. Blessed by heaven's golden light, beauty reigns in a lofty throne. Her charms enchant my eyes alone. Blessed forever am I, sigh, of Aaron's honor and Aaron's pride. Didn't-I-dee-dee, didn't-I-dee-dee, Aaron, I love your golden cup. Oh, is the beauty that makes me jump. Didn't-I-dee-dee, didn't-I-dee-dee, Aaron, I love your golden cup. Oh, is a beauty